Yo, top Billin to ya. All right, y'all. Back at it with my boy DJ Uiagalelei. I once did something on him when he committed to Clemson when he was in high school, and I talked about how good I thought this QB would be. And he got a little bit of time last season in relief of one Trevor Lawrence who was out with COVID. And, man, to me, he lit it up and was exactly what I thought he would be. His skill set translated from high school to college just in those couple of starts, and I wanted to kind of look back on those, but I wanted to do it game by game here since he had two extended action starts there. So I wanted to do the BC game on this one, so you can look for the Notre Dame one probably later on in the offseason, maybe before the season starts, because I think this kid has a chance to be incredible. He has an incredible skill set. I'm going to put him in the box office category. He is must-see TV, 6'4", 250 pounds, one of the stronger arms you'll see. Now, we'll get to a complete breakdown on him with some of the stuff that I believe that he can improve on as well. He's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, nor is anybody out there in life, period. But anybody out there playing the game of football has some stuff that they can work on. But where this kid is at with the raw coal of it or whatever like that, man, he could very much win the Heisman next year. I want to say in the stuff in high school, I said that he reminded me of Jameis Winston. He reminds me of Jameis Winston to a T. Has a little bit of Dante Culpepper with the athleticism, maybe pre-knee injury Dante Culpepper. I want to say that most of the people probably watching this don't even know who the hell Dante Culpepper. They don't know who Dante Culpepper is, so that probably is going to fall upon deaf ears right there. But Dante Culpepper, Jameis Winston, they're very much of the same ilk. DJ Uiagalelei here. Very much fun to watch. Guys that can deal from the pocket, big arm cats like that, think the game through as well, can rely on the athleticism when needed, but not necessarily reliant on athleticism to be a superstar box office type player. DJ Uiagalelei, in my opinion, is a future number one overall pick. If not the number one overall pick, definitely a top 5 pick. But he's definitely in that range of we can see in that 2023 draft, maybe, or what is it? Would have to be, yeah. So my man Sam Howell from North Carolina next year, along with Spencer Rattler, Jaden Daniels, maybe JT Daniels from Georgia. Some guys all around the league, can't think right now. But over the next couple of drafts, that's why I was trying to tell my NFL crowd, you don't have to reach for a QB right now or think you have to have one, because guys like this are coming down the pipe here. DJ Uiagalelei has as much talent as anybody not named Trevor Lawrence, for real. So let's go ahead and get into that right now.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. This particular throw right here made me jump out my seat. I love to see young cats going through their progressions first and foremost, but I love to see tight window throws. You don't very much get an opportunity to see a ton of them in college. Like a lot of people really kill me with that when they're doing the evaluation process, and they think that a lot of tight window throws are going to be happening in college. It's college football. 99% of these guys are going to be working at freaking Uber and Lyft, or they're going to be car hops and shit like that once their playing career is over. This is not the NFL. So when you do see it, you got to marvel at it. And this is one of them right here. I wish they had a better replay angle, but you can see right here, third down, clearly going through his progressions. Then look at it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hitting Amari Rodgers right here. In breaking route. Looked like it was a 7-step variety slant right here. Thing about Ugi, I'll get to his throwing motion right here. But the pacing on his throws, over the top delivery, the pacing on his throws right here. But look at the window of opportunity here, right? Small ass window of opportunity. He gets it right there. Clutch. 3rd and 16. Nasty. Absolutely nasty. Check it out from this angle. Uiagalelei was at least on his secondary read. It might have been his tertiary read right here. If you can see, he initially wanted to go here. Like I said before, they didn't have a good replay angle here. But, right, he resets, refocuses, and then look at this, right? He has an elongated throwing motion. He really does. If you look at it, he winds it. I'll get to an even better angle of it here in a little bit right there. He winds it, but his arm is so strong that it makes up for what could have been a serious blunder by somebody having such an elongated throwing motion and not having the arm strength, because the pacing on his pass is phenomenal. Pacing on all his passes are phenomenal, which is something he needs to work on as well. But look at the window right there. That's a small window of opportunity. He drove that right there, man. The kid can be extremely accurate at times. And then sometimes, man, he's a little erratic and unable to steer as well. So that just lets me know that he's already that talented, but he still has room to grow. Box office. That's what I say right there. DJ Uiagalelei, box office. All right, so they're working out of the spread here. You have a vertical route to Travis Etienne. Look where he puts it. Oh, right over the underneath defender here before the safety can get there. All right, I want to think if they're in man coverage right here, that's probably a linebacker or something like that. But DJ kills me out right here. If you notice about him, he always it's like he keeps his head down and he's like looking up through his helmet. He has a kind of a cool way of looking like that. You see him when he's going through his progressions. His helmet is always pointed downward there, but you can see him here on the crossover steps on the pool right here. Pretty good space, and you can tell he has a really good quarterback tutor. Now on his drop step right here, a little bit too much right here, but he knows how to clean that up, right? When he resets, now you can see perfect balance right here. And he's strong through the core. He drives off that back foot, right? You'll see the guy that when they play in the first game, is it the first game? I think it's the first game against Georgia, JT Daniels. He's really light on his back foot, and it's kind of weird right there. And he kind of short arms some of the passes right there. But this dude drives off that foot and slings that bad boy around, and you can see it right here. This is a hell of a throw. You can't do nothing about this if you're underneath defender. He's got the pacing on you right there. They got the spacing as well. Look at the product placement. Hitting right in the numbers. Come on, man. What more could you ask for? That shit was hard. We know DJ Uiagalelei has a huge arm. I want to focus on this quick game stuff because I think that's what'll take him to the next level and can make him a number 1 overall pick. He can slang the ball down the field. He has a stronger arm as anybody you'll see out there. But his ability in the quick game, him getting better at that, which he is and will, it makes him something phenomenal. Check this out right here. Look at this back shoulder fade. Oh, that's a whippet. That's one of them whippets, right? It's a whippet back shoulder, right? He could have put some air up under this bad boy and allowed Amari Rodgers to kind of lead him back towards the pylon or something, or just further upfield right here. But he whipped it, and of course Amari Rodgers and his dexterity and his overall skill set is just damn near second to none right here. It's a hell of a throw that leads him into the end zone. You talk about throwing somebody open. Check it out from this particular vantage point right here. Amari Rodgers with the rhythm step, hezzy on him right there. Now looking right. A lot of people would have probably made a mistake and put this far too inside, and it could have led the defender to it as well. And he puts it on a rope and throws it back, and the momentum will carry you into the end zone if you're having to corral something like that. It's a hell of a throw, and it's a hell of a catch by my man Amari. Here's a perfect angle of his throwing motion. Check it out right here. Now, a lot of people don't understand throwing motions and the ability to cut down on time. That's what it is. A throwing motion, a quick piston throwing motion, like one Trevor Lawrence has, cut down on time. It cuts down on time if you're thinking about the next level where a split second can mean everything here. But like I said before, the pacing on his passes makes up for this. And looking at this right here, it actually kind of reminds me of Carson Wentz, who kind of throws similar, has a little bit of similar base right here. Likes to widen his base a little bit. But you can see he brings this all the way down. Look how far back that is extended away from his body right here. All the way back, all the way around. Wow, that is a pretty elongated throwing motion right there. Definitely some baseball influence in there if I had to say anything right there. But at least the delivery is over the top, and it comes humming at you. So I don't think it's much to do about anything at all, right? But you have to point it out because you just never know. It is something that is a little bit different there than this regular quick piston motion. This is mad slick with it right here to manipulate coverage. Sprint out, and then you see him manipulate right there. That had the defensive back focused on the primary here. We see on the rollout here. Sorry, on the sprint out. Sprinting out. You got the Spectre kid right here. Looks like he's possibly running a corner route here. So obviously you see all the eyes right here. They're running coverage across the board right here. Could be some type of cover 2 or something like that. But you see right here, By him looking at that, he knows exactly where he wants to go with this right here. He just wants to move the chains right here. But him looking at that while throwing it here, that's some Patrick Mahomes stuff. Look at the cornerback. He was in great position right here. He was in great position, but by him eyeing that one off right there, he starts to leak upfield, hits Cornell Powell. Easy work. Gonna have a wheel route here by Travis Etienne. They're running man free. The post safety here does a great job of getting a beat on his wheel route. So Uiagalelei has to push the ball down the field, and he has to be accurate with this, right? And he puts it in the perfect location to make sure that the safety can't come over there and completely drill Travis Etienne. So he looks out for his guy, and he makes a nice completion here. Check it out. See right there, man free. You had to – oh, that's that pacing for you, baby. It's that pacing for you. All right, see him on the pull right here. Well, I tell you about the looking down thing right there. Immediately looks like he wants to work with this mesh concept underneath here, but he can see it developing with the edge player actually, right? Or the overhang defender right here dropping off, and then he's going to be taking ETN here. So he knows he's going to have to feather the clutch on this one right there. Puts enough air under it, but then puts it to the outside as well. You can see the safety having a beat on it right there. It leads Travis Etienne closer to the sideline, able to protect himself. Hell of a play. And this was 3rd and 3 as well. Escape clause on deck. Look at that. Nowhere to go with the ball right here, but check him out. Keeping his eyes downfield, able to still flush from the pocket here. People bearing down on him and complete the pass to Cornell Powell. That's what I like to see from young quarterbacks. It's not all about taking off at the first sign of danger there. You can see he does a good job right here. Somebody peels off with him perfectly right there, so he wasn't going to get through that particular hole. Then he resets, and it's like, you know what, let me keep my eyes downfield, maybe something to come of this, or I could probably throw it away right there. And just in the nick of time, he had 2 people about to tackle him, but that strength right there, throwing the ball on the move where you can't even set your feet, and he still gets enough on it to get it to Cornell Powell. This would have been a highlight play for your ass right here. Look at this. Still keeping his eyes downfield, nowhere to go, caught up in the pocket right here, but gets his Patrick Mahomes thing on, right? First thing smoking here in the same color jersey. Look at the throw, right? But Travis Etienne, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you. Travis Etienne is a recovering stonemason hands, right? He used to have them stonemason hands earlier in his career. Now he has pretty good hands, so we'll have to give him a pass for this right here. But he was prone to do this earlier in his career, but this right here, somebody bearing down on you, able to flip it like this, and Etienne takes his eyes off the ball. It hits him right in the hand. He just takes his eyes off the ball, worrying about the contact or whatever like that. If he'd have caught that, man, and would have got a first down, that would have been a dope highlight. Here's where my man lives on the wild side. Got to watch those mechanics there. That's not good, to say the least. One more time, full speed on that one. He's did this quite a few times here. This is what you call throwing off your last drop. All right, see him here on the pull. 1, 2, 3, does not plant. He's still technically going backwards. You cannot be accurate, technically still going backwards. There's really no need for him to do this. He could have came out of this, planted his foot, and stepped towards the target. You're not stepping towards anything. You're stepping out. But look at what happens when he steps out. Right? He throws it out high and far. So when people talk about these type of throws right here, this isn't even opposite hash. This is middle field. So to have arm strength, which we know he has, is one thing on these throws because you can't just launch it. As you see, there has to be a certain level of accuracy with the throw. So you have to be able to throw it on a frozen rope. This is something right here he's going to have to corral here. He did this. Matter of fact, let's look at another one. This one is opposite hash. Now this one kind of switch shuffles on him. Came out here in the gun on the pull. Looks like, I'm not sure, that Williams on an out route right here. Next, let me see. This one, not necessarily stepping towards the target, still stepping out. And the results speak for themselves here. Completely airmails that one. Yeah. Not totally sure what's going on with that one right there. If I had to guess, switch step, just the lower body portion of this, I think, threw him off here. Some more eye manipulation right here. Look at him manipulate the linebacker on the swing pass. Off to the races, Travis Etienne touchdown right here. People don't look at the little stuff, the nuances of the game here. He gets this on the pull, doesn't immediately stare down Travis Etienne. The guy was originally on a bluff blitz. He bluffs, pulls back out. It's man coverage because it is a fabricated pressure scheme. But you can see Uiagalelei right here eyeing him and keeping him there. Even though he has a responsibility right now, he has mind control over him like Debo had over Smokey. He's mind controlling this dude right here. Obviously, the product placement allows Travis Etienne to keep running, puts it out in front of him. Of course, nobody's going to catch Travis Etienne, period. And that's all she wrote, baby. Just the little nuances of the game. That was that man's first start. So there you have it. DJ Uiagalelei, Max Johnson from LSU, another true freshman that I did something on here. I might put that up here. You can look at him. These are some talented quarterbacks, man. 6'4", 6'5" quarterbacks there. The 2023 draft should be lit for sure. And there are others out there that I will talk about as well. So keep it locked right here, man. It's your boy Murph, the Underground King. Make sure you like this bad boy. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And, of course, make sure you subscribe. Stop hating out there, man. You a hater? Do something better with your life than stop hating, right? You already watching. It says 73% of my views are from non-subscribers. So let that go where you want it to go right there. Let it do what it do, baby, right there. Just go ahead and subscribe, stop hating, or keep hating. Just make sure you subscribe as well, all right? With that being said, it's your boy Murph, the Underground King. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.